There you go. Now you can hear me. Now I know you can hear me. Are you sure Mercury's not doing anything? Hi, hello! It's Friday. I'm ready for big drink. I'm ready for... Sure can't hear you. Good. It is warm here. It is super warm. Shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, happy December, everybody. Happy supermoon last night. Amazing. 18 out of 10. Loved it. Can still be a few hiccups here and there, but it's mostly just cleaning up the pieces. That makes sense. That makes sense. I am warm today. I am slow today, but we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a great time. So I'm wondering if no one comes in for tarot, what are we going to be doing today? What kind of astrology do we need to be pulling for? Do you want to hear some astrology from the cat's mouth itself? We might hear some drilling in the background. It's true. I have tried to suppress my mic, but we'll see what that looks like. Fingers crossed it's been pretty well. We shall overcome. It is true. I mean, if I have to impromptu change it to an art stream, I will. I do think drawing sounds really nice right now. A big cold drink. It's extremely warm here where I am. Oh? Yeah, astrology stuff. Let me know what I need to draw for, or come over and we can have you speak about it on stream since there are 0 viewers. I would love water. I would love some water, yeah. Yeah. For now. For now, you only have one physical form. I think that's fine. In the meantime, let's do a draw for the channel. What's advice? Is that me? Is that me? Is that Miss May? Justice. I put out, I get in what I put out. Let's put these up so everyone can see it. Oh. World. Ooh, love this draw. Love this draw for the channel. Justice in the world, and then I think this is probably going to be Miss May's name. I think that makes sense. It's just a brown bunny. Like me. Do we have advice? Or is it just congratulations? Hello, Mary. Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you for the like. Very, very much. How are you doing? How was your supermoon last night? Did you have a chance to see it? What's coming up for me? Good question. Let's see what we've got. Ah, thank you, thank you, thank you. Water. Hydration. Good, I'm glad. Wheel over. Knight of Coins. What else is coming up for Mary? Ooh, Queen of Coins. This feels like a return to a section of your life where you felt confident, where you felt like the world was your oyster, where you were imaginative and unafraid to value yourself. That's a good one. A return to a period of your life where you were unafraid to value yourself. Which is fantastic. That is what I want to see for you, Mary. So that is what is coming up for you. And let's actually get you. Huh. Bot didn't grab you. Let me check the bot real quick. Make sure I turned everything on. You got your question ticket. And give question ticket. No. Game queue on. Man, all on. Ask your question. My question is, it's weird the bot didn't grab you for that. I hope that she's on. You're welcome! You're welcome, Mary! Neptune goes direct in Pisces on the 10th, and then Merc goes into Sagittarius on the 11th. This weekend, Mercury is trining, making one of those triangles, with Jupiter and Saturn. So it's not too shabby. And then it squares Mars on Monday, but my planet calendar is hilariously light relative to what it was last month. But it makes sense because November was hell. You have recommendations on a laptop to stream with. I have a MacBook Pro, but it doesn't stream. I don't. I am not a laptop person. I just kind of go with the recommendations of the people in the store. I have an older one. Let me see if I can find, like, in the settings what it is. Because if I can save you money, then I want to save you money. And maybe this one, being a few years old now, you can get for a little bit less. About It says... It says nothing. It says I have an AMD Ryzen 7 processor. It's an HP laptop, but I know maybe I have to switch to HP. HP is really good. I do trust HP. I like ThinkPad the best. I'm spoiled with them because I had so many ThinkPads for work, but HP is really nice. They're, yeah, specifically Lenovo's. Specifically Lenovo ThinkPads, not anything else. And it's gonna have to be something that can run a game because streaming's pretty intensive. So if the laptop is marketed as something that can run games, something that can run an art program, then it can run streaming. I know for me, mine can only run streaming. I cannot play a game while I'm streaming. I can't run my art program while I'm streaming, stuff like that. And I know that a lot of people either have full desktops, which I think is the most popular option, so they can do stuff like that, or they run 2 computers at a time to do that kind of stuff. Yeah. I know eventually I want to have a desktop, but that's just not happening right now. Maybe once I can reliably pay for the internet bill, I'll go for a desktop somehow. Yeah, eventually it'll happen. That's for sure, for sure. So Reanimator, do you want to ask a question and test and see if Miss May grabs you? Because she didn't grab Mary, and I'm a little confused about that. Everything's turned on. So she should be grabbing, but it did not happen. Yes, I had a great time with the full moon. I went to a Shakira concert and we howled at the moon together. It was great. But I'm a little lucky to have done that. That's a bit extreme. There are much easier ways to enjoy full moons. Yeah, thank you very much. I was very happy with the moment. Definitely very happy with the moment. How did you celebrate? Maybe you had a cheesy pasta? That was my second choice. For how long? It is. For how long do I need to trust the process? There we go. Okay, she did grab you. How long do I need to trust the process? Like they told me to do last time. All the stuff around the moon being auspicious, or am I in a good mood? That's okay. How long does Reanimator need to trust the process? Slept like a baby. Fantastic. That is exactly what we need to hear. I have been sleeping awful. I too slept like a baby last night. We have 7 of Swords reversed. The World. 7 of Cups reversed. 10 of Coins. Queen of Coins reversed. So it's coming. We have 10 of coins and we have the world here. But let's see what these other cards have to say, which is 2 sevens reversed, which I'm very interested in, and Queen of Cups reversed. So what's going on here? So I know 7 of Swords reversed here is about keys, is about finding keys, having keys. And then we have 7 of Cups. I'm gonna check. Chaos and indecision. We're finding it difficult to move forward, overwhelmed with so much. Interesting. Queen of Pentacles. Reversed. Overburdened. And acceptance and freedom over here. It's time to break free from old habits or situations that have held you back. You have the keys to this new path within you. Hey Anna, welcome in. So Reanimator, you will get there. You do have to trust the process, but there's something here about weeding out things that you don't need to be doing, which I am of the opinion that this is an anxiety and stress, and you have what it takes to figure out how to let some of that go, and letting it go will free up space for you to pursue what you want to pursue in order to reach the world and 10 of coins. Because you already have what you need. You're already doing what you should be doing, but you're doing too much. And in my opinion, the too much is stress and anxiety. Overwhelm, right? So that's for that one. And then we're gonna ask about, oh, and I need to pull up next. The auspicious full moon. Oh, hello. Tower. 6 of coins reversed. Talking about the auspicious full moon. That's not what I was expecting. High Priestess reversed. This feels like a don't ask about what you already know. Don't ask about what you already know. This is... I know the moon is auspicious. I don't need the cards to tell me that. Yeah, I was just doing a general with the moon, but I knew it would be quick. So let's see what we've got for Anna. Would it be best for me to have a dog or a cat? That's such a cute question. I know both are great, but I want to know what would be better align with me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay to be sleepy. Let's see what we've got here. And align better with a dog or a cat. Oh, that's like a third of the deck. I'm not doing that. 10 of Cups. So it sounds like whatever you pick, it will make the house happy. 3 of Wands, which I'm wondering if you're overthinking it. But we'll look into this real quick. Cats or dogs? More aligned with Anna. Hello? Can I please have my workspace? There we go. Uh-oh. Just making sure I'm still here. I think it glitched a little bit. Just making sure I'm still here. And you can still see me. So we have 10 of Cups, we have 3 of Wands, and then we have the Wheel, King of Coins reversed, and Ace of Wands reversed. So this feels like a strong, to me, indication of what you're still healed. Thank goodness, thank you very much. And whatever pet you've had the most before, like if you've mostly had cats in your life, or if you've mostly had dogs in your life, that's what the cards are wanting for you. They have the Wheel here and Ace of Wands. They want you to stick with what you know. They also don't want you to spend too much money on the pet. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, you can spend a bunch of money on food and vet, that doesn't matter. I mean, like, to buy the pet itself. Don't get like a designer dog from a extremely expensive breeder, right? The cards say choose something maybe from the shelter, maybe from a small breeder, maybe for free off the side of the road, right? Don't spend too much money on the pet itself. Someone out there wants to meet you, and it's not an expensive designer pet. It's someone that will come to you cheaply. And then, yeah, whatever you're used to. So whatever you've historically had, maybe growing up, if it was a cat or a dog, maybe you were mostly around dogs, then you get a dog. Whoever you bring into the house, though, is going to make the house lovely, lively, friendly, happy, calming. It's a good idea to get a pet right now. It's a good idea. The cards are happy for you, happy for the addition to the family. It's even like, they're not storks, I think they're cranes, but I just realized it does look a little bit like a stork, which is really cute. It's your first time with a pet, I think is what you mean. Okay, sorry, I was like, oh, it's your first time asking a question? No, first time with a pet. In that case, did you have like friends with pets growing up, maybe? Let's see what we can do here. You're welcome. I'm gonna look one more time, see if we can get, I don't think this deck has any cats or dogs like pictures, but if you had like a friend with a pet that you saw a lot, let's see what we got here. Knight of Wands reversed. This is more birds. More birds. I've seen both animals. Okay. Knight of Wands, so not... I'm gonna say this leans towards cat then. Knights are very much like go-getters, they're fast, they're loyal, you know, knight, loyalty dogs. I think having it reversed, it feels cat-like to me. So I would lean towards cat. But if you're like, I don't know, I keep thinking about my friend's dog from 4th grade, then get a dog. Yay, thank you! I want to be updated very badly because the cards are definitely excited for you and want you to have a pet. There's someone out there who's looking for you. Let's see. It's Sona's time. What's coming towards me? Let's find out. What's coming towards Sona? We have 7 of Wands reversed. Magician reversed. King of Cups, Temperance reversed, Ace of Cups reversed, King of Swords. Interesting, 2 kings here. Whatever's coming towards you, it seems pretty big. But you're not going anywhere. We have Temperance reversed and the Magician reversed. It seems like whatever's coming, it might be that someone comes to meet you. Or these 2 people, King of Cups and King of Swords. You will meet 2 new people soon. But I have a feeling... Let's look at 7 of Wands real quick. I want to know what this has to say. Overpower. If you do not stand up for yourself, you will fail. So, Sona, it looks like you're not going to be going anywhere. You're going to stay wherever you are, but you are going to meet 2 new people, and these are strong, cool people. And by cool, I mean like they're noticeable people. They have a kind of draw to them, a power, I guess, with their kings. We have King of Cups, King of Swords. This is somebody who's maybe very well educated, or has very well educated themselves about a particular topic and has become an expert. And then we have King of Cups. This is somebody who knows how people work. This is somebody who knows how to hold a conversation and keep you engaged and keep you magnetically around. This is somebody who's a good listener, probably. But I have a feeling that these 2 people, with 2 kings especially, they might overpower your energy. You might be excited at first because they're neat people, strong people, but if you don't hold your own ground, and if you don't think of yourself as a cool, strong person, new love, it's perhaps, yeah, it would be 2 people that you'd be choosing from if that was the case. But to me, it seems like if you don't think of yourself as cool and strong and interesting and awesome enough, they are just going to drown you out, right? Their energies will really overpower you, and you will seem small and timid and weak and uninteresting. Like, to put it rough. You will kind of be invisible if you aren't confident around them. So this is a reminder to be confident, to trust yourself, to not let other people overshadow you. Okay? But yeah, these could definitely be 2 love interests, 2 people that you meet that you're like, oh no, now I have 2 cool people that I could possibly date, right? If that's the case, I do see these 2 people definitely like get along. I think they're at least friends, right? I think you meet them at the same time. I think that they're good friends. But don't let them don't let them make the world think they're more powerful than you. That's the lesson here. Don't let them make you think that they're more powerful than you. Okay, good. As long as it makes sense, then that's what matters. I think it's a good lesson. A good lesson we all need to have. Thank you for the question. That one was fun. You were very vague about it with what's coming towards me, but I really enjoyed that one. It was interesting to see what exactly was coming towards you. And good luck. If you have two interesting people to choose from, that's awesome. Let's see, So I am going to... thank you so much. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here, and thank you for trusting me with your question. I'm just a little old haunted doll. Let's see what we can do. We're going to change it up a little bit, but I'm not sure to what. Yay! Happy emoji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm interested in looking at the astrology that the pocket astrologer told us about and seeing what cards we can draw for people. I know that we are in the shadow period for Mercury retrograde. We have Neptune going direct on the 10th, they said, and Mercury into Sagittarius on the 11th. Mercury with Jupiter and Saturn. That's nice. Jupiter and Saturn. That's strong. Yeah, come back anytime. Please, 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 please. Tell me about this trine. I want to learn about the trine happening with Saturn and Jupiter and Mercury. I'm going to ask the cards about it real quick and see how the astrologer thinks about the cards. Eight of Coins reversed. Page of Swords reversed. 5 of Wands. So there's some tension here. I'd say there's a little bit of fighting going on here. And kind of like who's better than like a contest is kind of what it feels like. But not it's also like a slowing down. Tell me about 5 of Wands. What do we got here? Strife and conflict. Be open to new views. Oh. So this honestly feels like a slowing down, a calm period where you can actually sit and rest for a second until something big changes that will change the way you think about things. Like a paradigm shift almost. Saturn is a slow down and think before you do things. Yeah, that's go, and Saturn could be grabbing him by the collar a bit. That makes sense. And then Jupiter would be like supporting Saturn in that decision, yes? Today's the day that Mercury is hitting Jupiter. And then Saturn is the official day for, or Saturday is the official day for Saturn to join. Yeah, I think things through before you do them makes sense. Slow down, rest, appreciate yourself, and know that there's like a paradigm shift coming. That's what the cards say about the trine. I don't know if that makes sense with the planets themselves. Jupiter expansion, but he's in retrograde. So the abundance is inward facing. So like, yeah, I guess you could say it's a slowdown. Okay, good. We got something going on there. Still good for planning. Awesome. I've been trying to do my planning. I sat down with all of my beautiful videos I took of myself in the gardens and in the castle, and I edited them and I posted them all the way out to January 4th. So a whole month worth of content is now planned out, and it feels good. I did realize that the short that I put out today is zoinked, but that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes, including a little haunted old doll. Jupiter gives you options and lets you think about the world being your oyster. Saturn is like, great, now let's actually make it workable. Yeah, I love that energy. We've definitely had a lot of auspicious star stuff happening this week. I've felt myself getting powerful, and I can't tell you enough how awesome that feeling is. December looks pretty nice for closing out this year, preparing for the next year. Love that news. I need to get a new planner very badly. Maybe I'll put that on my Christmas list as a trip to a stationery store for a new planner. Or a trip to several stationery stores, since I tend to be very picky about planners. On an individual level, can't speak for the collective. I think you're speaking for the collective. December is already naturally a closing and planning kind of month. At least in my life and my experience of other people's lives. So I think it fits wonderfully, and I'm excited for it. Maybe after stream we'll go do that. I need to go to a thrift store that I went into, looked at something for like 5 minutes, and then decided not to buy it, and then got home and immediately regretted it. I want to go get it. So after stream, maybe we'll go to the stationery store and get a planner so it fits with the stars telling us to slow down and plan and get ready for an amazing year. The collective can work on adding some of this water sign abundance to some kind of water storage, because next year is all air, fire, and go get 'em. I mean, I love the energy of air, fire, go get 'em. I think I've had a water heavy enough year already. Was 2025 water heavy because it felt like it to me? I'm excited for a water low year. A rising, a hot air balloon year. A jet engine year. Yeah. Yeah, I felt it. I felt it so big. So I'm ready for jet engine year. I'm excited that the stars are this nice. Reservoir. Yeah, you found the word. Sure did. That is in fact where you store water. YouTube was mad that my last tarot stream did so well, so much better than even my Halloween subathon, that it has given us 7 views in the last 45 minutes. Maybe it's because I didn't start 5 minutes early. I was a little late. I don't think that can be the whole case, though. Remember, the emotional maturity lessons we've learned over the last several years will need it to keep us in check for the fire and air period. Yeah, I feel like I've grown so much. So exceptionally much. I'm pretty proud of myself. And I'm pretty proud of everybody else. That's true. Still got a new follower. 123. That's amazing. I wonder... Actually, let me mess with the bot real quick since nobody's here. I wonder if I can... get my follower count as a variable. Here we go. Goal overlay widget. Let's see what we can do with this. Let's see what we can do with this. So we want widget. No. That's not an option. We want overlay widget. Overlay widget, which we have. We're going to add an overlay widget. Option. Goal. Okay. Cumulative. Name. Followers. Amount. 500. Oh, is that it? I don't know if anyone can hear you, but that's all right.
Beach amethyst.
Let's see. Anybody in? My computer's being weird today. I don't know. But we're looking at this and this. Sort of. Nothing's really. Miku did get a Christmas tree. Extremely happy about it. And I want to be able to see chat while I'm working on the bot like this. I don't want people to come in and be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. What is that?
That's what. Oh.
What's going on there? What's the error for?
Man.
Hello? Is this from here? No. Why is it from Wi-Fi? Oh boy. What's going on, guys? Usually I'm way better at this. Hello? Goodbye, I guess. Restart what screen? Why did you laugh? I'm so confused. Oh, the internet died? My computer has not decided the internet has... No. I know, I'm working on it. Okay, what's going on here? I guess. What? Does it say something? Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, so it's the bot. Hi, Fluffy Bunny Rowan. Hello. It's good to see you. Stream's fine for me. Okay, good. I was so confused. So we're actually going to just go here and delete. Hello? Did it go away by itself? It did. Okay. Go to something. This one? No? We're just gonna hang out with Fluffy Bunny Rowan, I think is what we're going to actually be doing. Letting us figure it out, thank you. I did, in fact, need confirmation that I was still alive. So, thank you for giving it to me. I appreciate that extremely, extremely much. Oh, nothing's the issue. We're just like dead today. So I was taking the time to see if I could make my follower count a little bit more fun by adding like a little counter in like 123 out of 500. But I haven't figured out how to do that. So And we're like, where did this red box come from? It came from me trying to do that, and I couldn't read what was in the box, so I couldn't know what was there or was. The reanimator helped me very, very much about that. I do use OBS. I use OBS and I use Mix It Up Bot. Yeah, the tiny red box in the middle of the screen. I was like, where did it come from? How do I get it to leave? So now that I know what it is, I can actually go to overlay widget, add, type, goal. Okay, and I know this is gonna make a red box. So we're gonna put the red box, I don't know, here for right now. Type. Followers, streaming platform. What do you mean Twitch? Come on, guys. Twitch is the only... Rude! How do I get YouTube stuff? Fine. You don't get to have a little red box. Me, 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 me. Unrelated to chat. It's got back to us. Thank you very much. Yeah, how are you doing, Rowan? While I poke away at the bot a little bit. Because like I said, we're just having a chill, really, really chill stream. Nobody's coming in. Things are mostly good. I've been busy this week. Not enough rest. Yeah, take it easy. We're doing okay. I was sleeping terribly this week. And then last night, I got to howl at the 2025 supermoon with Shakira. And it was magical. And then I slept like a baby. And I needed that. But I am very slow today. Have you possibly been tying up a lot of loose ends? That's what the stars say is happening, so. Why do I have two? Okay. Yeah, I know that I need to be tying stuff up, and I have not. Well, I have been. I have been tying a lot of stuff up, but not exactly how I'd describe it for me. That's fair. That's fair. I know I have been tying up way so much stuff. But it has been very nice, and I keep thinking, I need to tie up more. And more, and more, and more, and nothing is ever enough. But I think that part of that is my, like, anxiety. Been busy cleaning, baking bread, running errands. At least the baking bread part sounds really nice. And errands, at least, yeah, getting stuff out of your brain, I think, counts as cleaning stuff up. I mean, like, tying up loose ends. So, not worried about that. I guess in the meantime, it could be fun to do this instead. I don't want to sit here and manually change it every single time, but I can at least manually change it at the end of every stream. And here, this one. And we'll change it to 123 out of 500. File, save. How's that look? There we go. I'm excited for Christmas this year. Good! And not every earth-shattering thing in astrology is going to be earth-shattering for everyone. One of my pop astrology pet peeves. I like that take. I like that take because it's not. It's really not. Everybody's birth chart is very different. Yes, Fluffy Bunny Ronin, that's exactly where I am too. I've been doing so much in 2025 and I really want to feel the results of it in 2026. But the stars so far have really pointed to that being the case. Also just the vibes in general. I do feel like I will see stuff in 2026 and I think you will too. Hydrate. Free will's a thing, yeah! Let's see. If y'all have anything you want me to be drawing for, please let me know. Feel kind of weird just sitting here doing nothing, but that's what I get for the last free tarot we did. Got more views than my Sabathon. So I'm really confused why we've had like no one come in today. Last night full moon was huge for me and May. It's true. Maybe it was just errands. Maybe they talked to a friend. Yeah. Yes, I have not been able to sleep like all week, which is apparently also in the stars per Reanimator. Usually tired after going into the office. I could not spare any energy at all. Yeah. There were a few days where I like couldn't do anything but lay down and be sad and tired. Like it wasn't a depression kind of sad. It was like a body kind of sad. If I sit and say, yeah, stars, 100% believe in them, they'll influence but everyone at different chapters in their lives. So maybe that Gemini full moon didn't need to be so loud for them. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And then at what point did I lay down the moon? But I did not see it. Yeah, at least it's good to feel like I'm not alone then. Thank you. So I'll keep going, I'll keep chatting for another hour. But people aren't coming in today, which is strange. Maybe the moon just had them so excited and in such a good mood that they're out touching grass, which good for them. That's where I want them to be. Out there touching grass and becoming goddesses. I'm doing one of those things. Am I doing anything fun for Christmas or New Year's? Rhiannon's parents will be here, or their whole family will be here visiting us. So I will be offline for a little while that's going on. Not in the mood for a reading, that's totally fair. Maybe that's just the vibe for today for everybody, is they're just not in the mood for a reading. That's fine. If that's the case. Oh, cool. Wait, what did I say that was so cool? I wonder if I'm a little behind. This time I'm like, what was cool? I forget what was cool. Oh, having family over. Yes. That's probably what was cool. And it is very cool. I'm very excited to have family here. That, thank you, yeah. Yeah, baby steps, baby steps, baby steps, for sure. I know that, oops, my family is definitely going to need baby steps as well. Yeah, it'll be stressful, it'll be demanding, but it'll also be like worth it and rewarding, right? Yeah. It's a both kind of thing. Yes, it's very sweet of them, honestly. It's a lot of work to get, you know, that far away from home when you've never done it before. So I'm really glad and happy that they're doing that baby step, which is not a baby step, honestly. It's a one giant step for them. One giant step for us, maybe. But yeah. It's really sweet of them, and I'm really happy that they're going to be here. Welcome in, Andrea! Welcome in! It's so good to see you! I love, suddenly the chat is filled with sparkles. It makes me so happy. Positive energy, positive vibes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We've been having a very chill, very quiet, very empty kind of stream. So it's nice to see somebody with so much energy. Hi, Peculiar! Welcome in! Yeah, on Fridays, it's early. Same with Wednesday's art stream, also super duper early. You are up very early. How are you guys doing? How was your moon last night? I want to know. I'll get the crinkles away from the microphone. But livening up chat, we're here to see it. I had a wild full moon. And I want to hear about everybody else's. I am very interested. Looking forward to chill Friday mornings. Yay! Yeah, something to just kind of put on in the background. Very chill and easy is what I'm going for. I'm loving that people are already noticing that that's the vibe I want, which means it's the vibe I am cultivating. Is chill and quiet and nice. Yeah, thank you so much, Fluffy Bunny. Thank you for being here. It always makes me smile to see you come in. Forgot to do anything for the moon. That's okay. That means you didn't need to do anything for the moon. Thank you, Rowan. Take care of yourself, yeah. Get some rest. Grab a Tim's, yeah, go grab a Tim's. Thursday was a bit boring. Yeah, that means you didn't need to do anything. No shame in that. No shame. Or you didn't, yeah. There's an option. You hear me thunking around, it's because I am working with my cards off screen. I have one deck that I've been working with for so long. For 10 years, I believe is how long I've had this deck. And I got some baby wipes to get her a little bit clean. Because I take very good care of my cards, but 10 years is a long time to be shuffling. And she needs some baby wipe love. So if you hear me thunking and bunking back here, that's what I'm doing. I've seen some people suggest putting like actual car wax on their tarot cards, which like I had never heard of that before, and it sounds so high end. Like extremely extra behavior. I'll show off here. I'll just show off the clean cards as they come out. That way it's obvious I'm doing something. Chrome plated cards. Yeah. I energetically clean my cards. I try to do that once a month, especially now that I've been working for the public, that I've been doing these streams. Cards get a lot more work put into them, so I want to give them more love. So I've been doing honey offerings, been doing honey incense and beeswax candles and like mead. And it's been wonderful. They love it. I did not realize that honey was extremely related to like psychic abilities and divination until I did a little bit of research and started offering my decks these honey stuff. And it has helped very much. Yes, please, please, please feel free. Drop in any questions. It's just quiet today. I am in fact open for business. Thank you, Reanimator. We'll see how these baby wipes go. But yeah, if anybody comes in, please leave your comments, your questions in chat. I am open. I am taking free tarot. It's just really slow today. People are touching grass, which is good for them. I see people pop in and then they immediately leave. Okay. It's just because we're slow, fam. Which is funny because this time slot, when I started it, was the busy one, and now it's switched. It switched to the old time slot. Seems to be much busier now. No matter what, I gotta be very consistent. I am learning that consistency is big for the algorithm. I feel like I have been. And I'm really, really, really enjoying the art streams we've started doing on Wednesdays. May I have a message from my guides about my relationship? Yes, of course. Let's see what we can get for you. So let's pull out Hush Tarot for that one. We'll pull you up as next. What do the guides want to tell Andrea about their relationship? Okay, those thunk right out. Hanged Man, Ace of Cups reversed, Emperor reversed, Ace of Coins, Two of Wands reversed, Queen of Coins. This is a little bit accusatory, honestly. We have some sass going on here. One of your guides is extremely sassy and extremely opinionated. So we have Hanged Man, we have Ace of Cups, Emperor reversed, Two of Wands reversed, honestly. So we're pulling out these two because these have a different message, I think. But all of this here together, they have some opinions about your relationship and they think it is going nowhere. They think it has stalled, that it is stuck, that it is directionless. It's not, yeah, it's stalled, going nowhere. And they think you are so much better than that. okay? They want you to try moving forward. How do you do that? Should I cut off ties with him and move on? Yes! 100%! They think that this is going nowhere. They think it is, yeah, stalled, stuck in the mud. Stick in the mud, almost, right? They think that you have somewhere that you need to be. You have a path to go down. You have a destiny. And this relationship is not doing anything. It's not propelling you forward. It's got you tied back. Okay? They want you to move on for sure. They want you to focus on yourself. They want you to love yourself like a queen, like a goddess. They want you to value yourself and learn how to value yourself more and more. And there's also a tiny little bit of like, I wouldn't say start a business, but I would say like financial independence, or like pursuing something that you're interested in. Like if you want to make candles and sell candles, like do that. If you want to sell your art, do that. Put your toe in it, right? Put your toe into it, see if you actually like it. Invest as much as you like it. But the majority of the reading here is yes, absolutely cut ties, move on, and really focus on yourself, really focus on loving yourself and being excited about yourself, knowing how strong you are, right? Leaning into loving and being proud of yourself, feeding yourself. That's what the cards want for you. You have a path. You have a destiny. This relationship is not part of it. And the guides were extremely clear about that. An anchor, that's what it is. But like in a bad way. An anchor holding you back. A ball and chain, maybe. Which, you know, I know the traditional boomer aesthetic of like, oh, a relationship is a ball and chain. But like for real this time. For real this time, though. Hey, Stephanie, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hello. We're having a slow, chill day. It is nice, but it is strange. So it's good to see you here. We have been talking about what we did last night for the supermoon. Most people just got really good sleep and hung out. Slow is not always bad, you're correct. And you're so welcome, Andrea. Thank you for being here. Thank you for pumping energy into chat. It means a lot to me. I love having you around. So thank you for coming back. And thank you for trusting me with your question. And like I said, in the slowness, I'm just over here wiping down, cleaning physically this deck that I've had for 10 years. I've been reading tarot. And she needs a little bit of a bath, so. You sat outside with the moon? Fantastic. She was beautiful last night. She's always beautiful, but She dressed up real nice. Free will is insane. I've had the cats 10 years. Yeah, I have. Or maybe longer. Somewhere between 2012 to, well, I guess like 2011 to 2013 is when I got them. So more than 10 years I've been reading tarot. And I always heard that you have to be very careful. Already had them when we met. Oh, okay. So before 2015 at least, and after 2011, I know. I'm sure they appreciate the bath. Yeah, I've given them baths before, but they've needed a new one. Yeah, I always got told that you needed to be so careful with what deck you picked, and you have to energetically jive with it, and sometimes people are like, you have to be gifted a deck, you can't buy one for yourself, and I tried to ignore that one, but it was hard. And I just didn't jive with any of the pictures of tarot decks that I saw online, but I knew I needed a deck very badly, and so I kind of sat on it for a long time, just in Tumblr's tarot tag, hanging out without any tarot decks, until I finally saw a picture of this deck, and I went, ooh, that one's for me. That one's for me. And what's funny is I don't think I would pick this deck today. I really don't think that if I didn't have this deck, that I would pick it today, but she is so important to me, and she's so lovely. I don't believe the gifting one. Yeah, I don't really believe it either. I think that it's important to have a connection with the deck, to have a relationship with the deck, and I don't think that the gifting... Honestly, it seems like a psyop to keep people from having tarot cards. Like a psyop from people who don't like tarot reading and witchcraft and stuff like that. Like spreading a rumor that you have to be gifted one. But that's probably not what it was if I research the history of that belief. That's probably not what it is. I think they call to you. Yeah, I could say that. It's definitely today for me become a which one's prettiest competition. But when I very first started, it was very much like what called to you, what called to me. And that was these babies. They called to me very hard. And it had to be like 2012, 2013. So more than, if anything negative, it could be gatekeeping. Yeah, it could be. And there was no lack of gatekeeping in the... I'm sure you're shocked to find out that there was gatekeeping in the Tumblr tarot card community, but simply the truth. Gatekeeping on Tumblr? I know. I wouldn't have believed it either, but I experienced it. Unfortunately, just how it is sometimes, even on a incredibly reputable website like Tumblr. Part of me wishes I hadn't, like, deleted my tarot Tumblr. Shocked face, yeah. That's the vibe, really. first tarot deck or your first... I want to hear first stories about tarot. Tell me like the first time you encountered it or the first deck you got. If you're interested in reading, how you started reading. Hi, Peculiar, welcome back. How is your Tim's? I'm asking everybody about their first experience with tarot or their first tarot deck, how they started reading, if they read tarot. We don't have a lot of questions right now. Feel free to put them in chat if anyone has a question. But we're just kind of sharing stories for a minute. Ooh, you got your first cucumber from your garden. Fantastic. I love that for you. I bought a big old cucumber. Been putting it in my water. Huge. There's a whole song about that. I highly recommend cucumber water. Welcome in, everybody. I'm seeing some people coming in finally. Please put your question in chat if you have any questions. Otherwise, we're just kind of talking about how we got started with tarot, our first decks. This is my first deck. I'm giving her a bath real quick while there's a lull. You started with online. I've never even heard of online tarot. Like a virtual deck that you can shuffle and pick. Grow little cute. Little cute. I feel like I got my first deck around my 18th. First one I really used is my Welcome to Night Vale set. That's really funny because I was really getting into tarot in that like heyday of Welcome to Night Vale. And I had two separate people gift me the Welcome to Night Vale tarot set, and I just did not bond with them. I did not bond with them. For some reason, I just didn't like them. But it was a different deck than the one that you have, so there must be two different Night Vale tarot card decks. Which I do not at all find strange. That's extremely on brand of them. It was a pick a card. Oh, like the pick a card videos? Or the pick a card like pictures? Where you energetically feel out a card and then get told what it means. I like those. I want to make some of those. They're way more work than you would expect them to be. Now that I have my whole setup, though, it would be much easier. Mine was the second release. Yeah. The first one's pretty, I just didn't jive with it. So Reanimator's gonna go take a nap, that's fine. Honestly, since views have been so abysmal, and I think I've gotten like 3 questions in the last hour and a half, I might call it in 15 to 20 minutes if we don't get a surge of people and questions coming in. Online, but not a video. That makes sense. That makes sense. But it is very nice to have a chance to sit here and clean my cards. I will hang out with my friends a bit, don't worry. I just also very much would like a nap. And I'm also very excited to be working on my models some more. Yes, please, please, please. I want to answer your questions. Ow. Let's see how they feel. Let's see how that does. Got lint. Spend this winter working on creative projects or just embrace rest? Fantastic question. Ooh, she feels so much better. Ooh, she feels so much better like this. Sun reversed. Six of Swords reversed. Winter. Stay quiet. Stay put. Don't go places. That doesn't mean that you can't work on creative things. It's just saying don't go places. So let's see what we got for the rest of it. I felt it was a good reading for Miss May. Thank you. We have 5 of Cups reversed, 10 of Swords reversed, and the Moon. So from here, I'm definitely seeing embrace rest first and foremost, okay? Need you to embrace rest first and foremost, but I know you, and I know that if you rest for more than like 3 days, you get cabin fever. So you can absolutely be working on creative projects, but creative projects that you don't have to like leave your house or your yard or your neighborhood for, okay? If this is something that you like want to go on a road trip, if you want to go to another city, if you want to go like camping, if you want to, you know, anything that makes you like leave, even like across town, no, we're not doing that today. What we're doing today is creative stuff you can do in your neighborhood. And the rest of it is rest, okay? So there's also the caveat there of don't spend 20 hours a day doing creative stuff. You do need the rest extremely badly, okay? It will be hard to prioritize, I know you, but you need to be spending more time on rest than you think you do. More time on rest, perhaps, than time spent on creativity. But you are allowed to be creative while you're doing rest, okay? That's kind of the vibe here. Be chill, be quiet, and let yourself rest. Let yourself rest. That's huge. That's what's coming through. Let yourself rest because it's so hard for you, and I know that. But you are allowed to also be creative. Just manage it. Kind of feels like something I knew internally. Yeah, that was kind of the vibe I was getting to. Is that you already knew this, but you needed some kind of confirmation. And that's fine. That's what I'm here for a lot of the time with tarot, is just confirmation of what you already knew. Someone else has to say it. Someone else does have to say it in order for you to pay attention. And that's true of me, that's true of my friends, it's just an everything kind of thing with this little crystal ball. I'll get a better graphic for it soon. But I kind of like it. But the cats are back, and that makes me happy. I haven't been able to use her for a few weeks. She feels so much better. I often need the cards to tell me things I know already. Yeah, me too. Me too, me too, me too. For sure. And then we have, I'm not sure if I hit next for Peculiar. We'll find out. And then next up is Stephanie. So that was, yeah, that was for Peculiar, and we'll go again. Next. Stephanie's question. What's the vibe on my upcoming trip? Let's see. What's the vibe on the upcoming trip? We have King of Wands reversed. Ooh, hello. And lots of things on the floor. Hold on. She do love falling on the floor. Death, Ace of Wands, 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This is so many cards. But the general vibe here is it will be good for you. You need this experience of leaving home, of getting abroad, of trying new things, leaving your comfort zone. There'll be a death of kind of fear. A death of fear. I think that's definitely a good way to put it. We have working together. We have a few negative cards in here as well. So we have King of Pentacles, who is, I know, Reanimator. That's just Reanimator coming through. A death of fear, a good exercise in leaving your comfort zone, a good working together, good working with Reanimator. Okay, we're gonna put those aside. And then we have King of Wands, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands. Something here, you need to pick and choose what you want to do. You have too many things planned, I think. Even if it's just like expectations in your head or something, you have too much going on in your head, too much that you want to be doing on this trip. You need to pick and choose exactly what you want and leave the others behind. Don't get too upset about not being able to do everything you can during this trip, okay? Because if you don't do this, we have somebody here, King of Wands, who's not going to be happy. This could be you. This could be someone else. This is somebody who's excitable, who's passionate, who is... It's easy to make them love things. And they have a excess of emotion, okay? I'm not even getting disabilities from this. I'm getting more like even even in an able-bodied kind of sense, you can absolutely just pack too much expectations or too many things that you want to do into an itinerary. Right? Even as a completely able-bodied person, you could be doing that. And people do it all the time. I'm not really getting disabilities from these cards. I'm getting more of a time. I'm getting more of a time crunch vibe from this. You need to recognize how long something actually takes to do and decide on like one thing a day tops. I know for me and my body and my vacation abilities, I think 3 things a day was too much and 2 became decent. Because just getting from place to place is a thing. And if you plan too many things in one day, you get very disappointed that they didn't happen, right? And you think, oh, 2 things a day, that's not enough. That's clearly I could do more than that. You would be so surprised. You would be so surprised. No, you cannot. So pick carefully exactly what you want to do. And I would say a max of 2 things a day. And don't let getting rid of the rest of them bother you. Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing you're going to be doing, because most of the city's going to be shut down that week. We might be able to go to some markets. We'll obviously be able to go to the beach, but a lot of things will be shut down that week. So I don't think we had anybody else. I think that was the end of the line again. I'll check right real quick in the bot, just in case. Nope, that's the end of the line. So I'm going to... Oh, hi, Sen! Welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome! I'm going to take a really quick be right back. And we will see where we are then, okay? Hey, here I am, here I am. How's it going? The vibes today are crazy. Oh no. What's going on with the vibes today? I have to know. Did the book on astrology do their full moon video? No, but in... Oh, hello. Did it change? Yeah, I should be. I should be out of Be Right Back. I think my preview might be a bit behind. Doing a quick refresh, but yeah. No, they did not do a video, but they did make a very long and detailed post. I posted it up on my YouTube, like, post section, and I also put it up on Instagram. So they did do a big old full moon workout, I guess? Write out. I only read the community post. Yeah, that's where it was. Go to the beach, but Florida's not disabled friendly. Sand isn't hard enough to walk on. Ugh. I didn't see it. Good, I'm glad it was informative. Thank you for the library. Okay, good. Yeah, I am up. I enjoy my little library as well. But yeah, we'll get the pocket astrologer to wake up in just a little bit and work out these weird vibes. Don't worry about it. They are always there for you. Oh, Sen, did you have a... oh boy. Sorry for that. Sen, did you have a question? I don't think you posted one yet, but sometimes you just don't have a question. Sorry about the extremely loud grinding noises. We have some work going on in the elevator shaft, which is right next to the recording studio. Had a chaotic morning that ended up being very late, and then on my way to work, I watched a man get drenched by the bus. The lady on the bus was crashing out. Got to work and our software's broken. Well, then there was no point in being on time, was there? Oh, that's crazy. I wonder if that's just like excess full moon energy. Just like it was so powerful that it's overflowing a bit. That would be my guess as an extremely amateur star reader. Everyone seems to be having a rough morning. Yeah, I was exhausted. But that's, I think, expected of me, at least. I know the pocket astrologer will be able to answer that question soon. Oh, Sen might have a question. Ooh. Not often I get to answer Sen's questions. My question is... Now I'm gone. I'm traveling tomorrow, going away for a few days. There's something I should keep in mind. Ooh, good question. Let's see what we've got here. Pull you up as next. Is there anything Sen needs to keep in mind for this travel? I'm not reading a third of the deck, my guys. Is there anything Sen needs to keep in mind for travel? Don't worry about it. That's my stomach growling. Ah, thank you so much for the head pat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Three of Wands. You're definitely thinking this through. You've got your head on your shoulders. It doesn't seem like you're going to like forget anything. Then we have, ooh, Queen of Cups. We have 3 of Cups, and we have 10 of Cups, and it kind of came out sideways, so I'm gonna put it upright. So, no. Kind of a no here from you. You need to keep in mind that this is for resting and having a good time. That's what the cards want you to keep in mind, okay? They want you to prioritize being with the people you want to be with for these few days. Raw power escaping. It's so true. Thank you. The cards think that you have everything under control. They just want you to make time for being happy, for being with people, for being with family, for being with yourself, for reflection time. Welcome in, Adnan. Welcome, welcome. Hi. It's good to see you. So if you're worried, Sen, that you're going to forget something, don't. You've got this, okay? Hi, welcome in, Arwen. Hi. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, it's been a while, Adnan. It's nice to see you. So, Sen, I think you're doing good. I think you're doing fantastic. The cards are not worried one little bit. They just want you to be able to enjoy yourself without burning out, but also without isolating yourself. That's what I wanted to hear. Good. I'm glad. It's going pretty all right over here. We've been having a pretty slow, quiet stream, but it's nice to see some new faces in here, new subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The number on the screen is not live. I have to update that myself, so don't worry about that too much. And the noises are my raw power escaping. Ooh, good question. So let's pull up. We've got Adnan. What is the general universe guidance for me? Let me pull out Hush for this one. The cats are not usually into general guidance. Be hundreds of people watching. Thank you so much. Yeah, I can tell. I'm so happy that I have such a strong fan. Yay! So what's the general guidance from the universe, from the guides for Adnan? Ooh, hi, hello. Tower. Six of coins works. Nine of wands. You're overburdened, my friend. You might be on the edge of a crash out, of a burnout. I want to see here. Nope, that's 4 of coins. Unstable. Yeah, you need some kind of stability. And the only way that you're going to do that is by dropping something on your plate. I know Lady Lapine before she blew up. Thank you. Yeah, all the stars, all the signs point to me blowing up in 2026, which I'm really excited about. Not to be like braggy or anything, but I am excited about it. But yeah, so, and then you need to be getting things off of your plate, otherwise you're going to crash and burn, and it will be big and nasty. So somehow, some way, you need to delegate, or drop things if you can. Any way you can. It's important. Because the tower We don't want that for you. We don't want that for you. And the only way is to get stable by dropping things. We will practice well. Thank you, Sen. Thank you, thank you. So let's see. Who do we have up next? Okay, good. Message came loud and clear at that. Glad. Ren asked, is there a chance to travel abroad next year with my kids? Love that. Let's see what we got. Oh. World reversed. Tower reversed. Tower has been coming up a lot in readings today. Ace of Swords. Thank you, Stephanie. So, honestly, I don't like this answer, but I am seeing a no here. I think what the cards want from you, Ren. So you said by next year. And I'm assuming what you meant was like in 2026, because we have like 3 weeks for the end of the year. So I drew for 2026. Weird chaotic vibes. It's true. So definitely not by the end of 2025. But I also don't think it's going to happen in 2026 either. What they do want you to do is plan. They want you to research, they want you to plan, they want you to get all of your ducks in a row for this travel, and then I see it happening in 2027, okay? So not this year, as in 2026, not this year for sure, as in 2025, but once you have some travel going on, or not travel, once you have some planning, some definite, like, in stone research and planning, then yes, 2027, I see a chance to travel abroad with your kids, okay? Because if you do it without the planning, it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be good. It's something will always get in your way, actually. I don't think that it's even like, oh, if you do it without planning, it'll be bad. I think if you try to do it without planning, it just won't happen, right? Something will always block you from being able to leave. That's the vibe I'm getting. So 2027, I see that as a yes. So 2026, unfortunately, no. They need some kind of hard plan. Which is really hard for me. Something that I've been wanting to do is plan, and I never quite figure it out. And then is that the end, or did we have another one after that? Yes, of course, thank you. Sorry for the slightly bad news. But you're so welcome. Always, always, always. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the sub. Come back anytime, anytime. See, so that was the end of the line. Nobody else. If anyone wants to drop their questions in, please feel free. I think if there's not a lot else, looks like we have more in. It does look like there's more people, some more lurkers who haven't put their questions in. If that's true, please do so. Otherwise, I think like 10, 15 more minutes and I might call it. We've been going for about 2 hours now. But of course, I'm always here for questions. Just drop them in and we'll go as long as we need to. Otherwise, tell me how your moon went. How was your moon last night? Did you get some good sleep from it? Did you go out and enjoy it? I was able to see it. I had a great time. I partied. I'm not a partier, but I partied pretty hard last night with the full moon. It was great. It was a super moon. And if you missed it, if you didn't do anything last night, our pocket astrologer helpfully let us know that there's still time. And if you want to do something for the moon today, tonight is still a good time for it. I made some moon water, some Loba moon water, some she-wolf moon water. What do you clean your cards with? Like physically, today I used baby wipes. Energetically, I do that with honey things. So honey incense, beeswax candles, mead, honey itself. They also enjoy sweets and offerings like that. But yeah, physically, I used baby wipes today. I think actual recommendation is just like a slightly damp microfiber cloth. I know the baby wipes today did absolutely leave a ton of lint. I'll tell you that. A ton of lint, and I probably won't use them again because of it. We'll probably stick to slightly damp microfiber cloth. But they do feel so much better. They need a little bit of wipe down. I take good care of my cards, but they still need cleaned every so often. A moon was so bright you got confused when you walked out. It's so, yeah, it was like that. She was huge and she was gorgeous. That's my wife. That's my wife. My claim to fame last night was I got to howl at the 2025 supermoon with Shakira, and it was great. Oh no, we have plenty of microfiber cloths. I just was like, oh, baby wipes would be good, and they were very linty. It was just I was not thinking. But it's no worries, no worries, no worries. Let's see. 124. I can't believe it. Cannot believe how fast my follower count's going up. Perks of living in the middle of nowhere. Stars and moons are very visible. That's great. I really want to go out and do some stargazing here. There's some really good spots for it, but we don't really know how to get out of the city yet. The bus system within the city is fantastic, but getting out of it, I have yet to figure completely out. Pockets of emptiness. That's a good way to put it. Pockets of emptiness. But yeah, I want to go stargazing very badly. It's one of my favorite, like, relaxing things to do. I can believe you're following growth. You're so engaging. Ooh, thank you. I try very hard to make it engaging. That's part of why I've worked so hard on the bot, so that there's fun stuff that is interactive. Completely different constellations. Yeah, I have to learn more about them. In the winter time here, I believe, we get a tiny glimpse of the bears. But most of the time they're completely invisible and I will miss them. Couldn't see the moon at all. It's been so cloudy and rainy. Oops. Oops. That's still okay though. She's still there. She's still there. Should be able to see the Southern Cross. Yeah, we can. I have yet to, like, identify in the sky, like, how to identify it, but yes, we can see the Southern Cross, and we are excited to figure it out. Rhiannon, very much so. Northern Lights! Cloudy then too. Oof. Yeah, absolutely PNW behavior. I know that the Southern Lights don't get this far, but I think 90% of the time you have to be in Antarctica to see them. Although occasionally I think that they're in New Zealand, which would be really cool to go see. I have yet to see them with my naked eye. I have only seen them when they got strong enough to be seen through cell phone pictures, which was really, really cool. Jealous on the Northern Lights. Yeah, they're really neat. They're really cool. I really want to see more of them very badly. Any kind of lights, though. Want to go watch the Southern Lights with the penguins? For sure. For sure. I think if we get all the way down to the tip of Chile, they do show up, but it's about as sporadically as they can get to Vancouver. So you can't really plan a vacation around it. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Wow, yeah, that's really cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna pack it up. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I will be back on Monday at our later time slot in the evening. And then again on Wednesday, we're having another art stream, which I'm really excited about. So I will see everyone on Monday. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spending your time with me. Oh yeah, even with the light in Vancouver, I know it can be visible, which is so cool. So I will see you guys later. I love you all very, very, very much. Thank you. You get some rest as well on this very chaotic day. And I will see you. I love you. Bye-bye.